Okay, we should be live now. Yeah, we are. Sweet. Okay. I can see chat. I have set it to live chat so I can see everything that's said. Because frankly, I don't know why YouTube always defaults to the top chats. I actually did a Countess run right before this. I went down there, got Bupkis, sadly, but I also gave him a 2-socket spear with some of the gems we got. That's pretty much where we're at. Gonna do just chill walk through Act 2 now. How I recommend new players play. Always go down to this sewer at least. So you want to go through this entrance usually anyway. Hopefully everyone is doing well today. And yes, I do actually have mana potions bought, but I will be picking them up still because we are going to be churning through a crap ass ton of mana. That is the downside of pretty much any caster setup, any trap assassin in general going to be a thing.
Not enough mana.
Oh no, we're getting shot. Whatever will I do besides murder them all? I thought about like setting up a thing where you guys could make me drop items, but that's a bit more of a headache to actually pull off. Nothing in there. It's worth it. Go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and give him a poke.
Thanks.
Just because I don't trust him not to die. Because frankly, he's a moron. And I think we might actually have one of the few layouts of this where it's not really that wise to all of them, but where it's not really that wise.
I need mana.
I just completely brain farted to have come this way because it looks like we are having a lead back. Normally, if you come through this one, you go left, you'll find it there or so. Yippee-ki-yay. We're fine though. I really am surprised he's being this squishy, but it's not a big deal. I might end up taking that studded leather off of him and using it myself because I prefer the aesthetic of it on her. As opposed to the current, we've got football with no pants going on right now.
Not enough mana.
Hopefully it's going well. But as far as what time I'm going to try to do these streams regularly, it's going to probably be closer to like the video release times, maybe a little bit after. Because I don't want it to interfere with video release times either. But I didn't release one today. Didn't miss one. But I am almost done writing the martial arts one. I still haven't decided exactly how I want to recommend a fix to it, though. Because that's the thing that's holding it back from being done. Because right now, I'm not happy with any of the solutions. Like, entirely, there's, like, drawbacks of each one. Which is not necessarily the best thing. And I don't like crapping on something until I have a solution for it. Hey, at least we're getting decent experience down. About all I can really expect.
Not enough mana.
Let's identify you so you're not just... Oh, more gold. Don't really need that. I'll end up selling it, but might as well use it while we have it. One thing a lot of people actually don't remember, that you should just go ahead and identify those small charms. I have a feeling I actually want to go this way. Because that's going to be the stairs back up to town. We just happen to get a bad layout on this. What a huge issue. And yes, I will be doing the thawing potion trick on not Bale, on Duriel, but I don't know if I'm going to just focus on just doing an act a day. Which probably would be an okay thing to do, because we can get a bunch of questions done while I'm just kind of wandering around rather than rushing through. Yeah, I think this way, because I think it's going to be stairs here and then up over there. I was right about these stairs. We can pop down whenever we go up to town to revive Durga here, because he's going to die against Radamant. It's kind of a given. And yes, I know there's people already doing the like leveling grind to 99. I don't care. I started late. I'm playing the way I enjoy it, which is relaxed and answering questions. So that's just how we're going to do it. Because you don't need to be a speedrunner to answer questions. Apparently analytics are all completely borked up right now. The numbers, they're not agreeing. I don't care. I could go through like this with all the classes, just kind of have a guided walkthrough for each thing. Those don't always go that well. I mean, I know that Llama can get a decent number of views on that, but he's usually speedrunning it regardless. I'm not a huge celebrity or anything, or online personality. He's fairly big on Twitch, though, so... Did I get the waypoint? Nah, I don't need it. I won't need it in normal. I'm not going to probably be rushing anyone anyway. Fill these up. And yes, in normal difficulty, this is fine. Whenever we start getting into Nightmare and Hell difficulty, it's going to be a little bit harder to actually keep everything down. At least regularly. And hopefully, here's a big hopefully, we'll actually be able to get... I want to get the Crescent Moon. Just so we can see if it's actually patched on Battle.net. Because I know that it's not patched on single player yet. It's still buggy as hell. And no, that's not going to be a good Crystal Sword. That's going to be a 3-socket, I believe. I forget what M levels are here, because they're varied in normal because it's not based on the area. When you get into the higher difficulties, it is pretty much almost always attached to the area. If I remember correctly, 26 would be the zombies in Dalrush's tomb. Well, mummies, technically, is what they would be in the files. Are you better? No. I'll sell it for cash. We're low on cash anyway, because I restocked everything.
Not enough mana.
They're just a pretty chill run. The video that I'm working on, by the way, is a martial arts build. In case anyone wants to give any feedback on that lovely piece of garbage. It's actually not as overpowered as a lot of other creators are saying. It is overpowered. It is 100% over-twinked. It's just not exactly...
I need mana.
Because you have to get into melee range. Until you start getting into the Player's 8 stuff, you're not going to be, hey, we now have the stuff for our Leaf Staff. But as whenever you get into the Player's 8 kind of stuff is whenever you're going to start to see it becoming more noticeably unbalanced, because it is still able to go just as fast, but in Players 1 through 3, you're not going to notice that much of a speed difference between that and, say, a Blizzard Sorceress or a high-end Hydra Sorceress.
Not enough mana.
And you actually do have to invest a decent amount into it to make it viable. Not just equipment, but actual skill points and everything. And actually pay attention to it while you're playing it. And yes, he is going to die here.
Not enough mana.
And you're almost dead. I'm surprised Mercenary is still alive. All the things here.
I need mana.
Come on. Here, I'll just drop it straight on top of him. Now Mercenary dies. Because he's... Oh, he didn't get super poisoned. Oddly enough. Sweet. We might not have to revive him.
Vengeance for Atma.
Always a good thing. Vengeance for Atma. Get an extra skill point. Be rather content.
They say...
And we also get a discount on crew. Unfortunately, we're not getting good charms. I would be happy with just like a low resist charm. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Plus 1 life, 9 mana. Actually, I'm going to go with that over the belt that we have. That extra mana is going to be a bit more important than faster hit recovery. That's an entire extra cast of the trap. So now we have Tira and Rawl, so we can make our Leaf Staff. Where did we... Oh, we have it on swap. Da-da-da-da. We can use that when we get to level 19. Which we're probably going to reach today. Probably before Duriel if we are just going the relax route. As far as skills go, can't put another point in Wake of Fire. We could actually go for synergies on it, or I could start moving down the lightning tree for a second element. don't think... Yeah, I'm not going to go the weapon block route because I don't think I'm going to spend the time farming for the better trap claws, which are going to be basically end of nightmare, end of hell kind of place. We're going to grind for those. We could go for Fade. Level 18 Fade is not bad to get. It'll help us survive bosses, but yeah, we're going to just stick with this for now. Let's go there. This will help with our Death Sentry as well, because it gives it more shots. So whenever we swap out of this, if we don't respec, because currently the poll is at 62% says no respects. If we don't respec, that means we'll have our points fully invested in this already, and we'll have a high Fire Blast, and then we'll be coming down here for Lightning, so that's going to be our 100 of our points just between these 5. So, yeah, we're not going to be going... Because people don't want me to respec. It's at 62%. Why is that showing still loading? Hopefully no one's been chatting. Okay. Because it's not showing it. Yeah, it was just showing the loading thing for some reason. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be 100 of our points right here. So there's not really much reason for us to go too far off of that because you get 110 points while playing. If you get level 99. Not going to be a massive flexibility. Can't have a massive amount of flexibility. It used to be that you could actually position it where it would actually be right under it. There we go. That should be more than enough. Now, as far as strategy for this character, this is one of the easiest characters to go through the game with. Oh yeah, we were going to check this. Yep, I was right. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the easiest characters to go through the game with. If you're having trouble, any X fire damage small charm in your focus, and Chokunu... Those small charms and the Chokonu, the death demon machine, make a really good enchantress. Supposedly, they fixed that issue on BattleNet 2. It's not fixed on single player, at least not that I could tell. It didn't feel like it, at least. I did run through with a bow enchantress, or enchantress, whatever you want to call her. A bow enchantress. But she didn't feel significantly more powerful. She did not feel anywhere near as powerful as she did in 1.09. 1.09, though, you also had the bug with extra fire damage sources, increasing the radius of the explosions, which was insanely powerful. I'm going to move the window so I can read chat a little bit. Swap that over there. Means I'm not going to be able to tell if it's lagging as much, but I'll be able to read chat easier. There we go. Much better. Come on. Show. Can I hide that? There we go. Hopefully that's working right. And hopefully you're doing all right, Hunter. I am just kind of chilling. Not quite a villain yet, but we'll give it time. I can become a villain eventually. We might do a little bit of... I might actually stream the stuff that I've been doing with other YouTubers. Oh no. Something besides Diablo on the channel. But that would be after I take my break on to stretch my back and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying 2 hours. Last night it got me a little bit stiff in the spine, but I think I was fine.
Not enough mana.
So we'll go with more today. 2 hours, maybe a little bit more later. And I feel really bad because I was working on a review before my back issues, and I'm having to go back and get the B-reel footage and all that kind of stuff going because I couldn't play it sitting up. So I'm having to redo all that.
Not enough mana.
And I'm like a month behind on releasing the review for it. I played Chained Echoes, for those of you curious, and I enjoyed it. It doesn't live up to Chrono Trigger despite what people say, but it was a decent game. I've also been testing out other action RPGs. We've got Diablo Immortal, we've got... that I played, then we had Torchlight Infinite. Yeah, I played all of the Predatory games. I was not impressed by by Torchlight Infinite. Sorry.
I need mana.
I actually liked Torchlight 3 better than whenever they were originally doing the testing for it, whenever it was initially anticipated to be an MMO. Okay.
They say that the
Let's go ahead and keep on going. I need to find Halls of the Dead. The Deed. Path of Exile. I've played several hundred hours of that in the past. I still prefer pre-Fall of Oriath
I need mana.
versions of it, but for the most part, I appreciate it for what it is, and I like some of the aspects of it, but I cannot play it. It requires too much like lifestyle investment to really get to the end game of it. This, you could play it every weekend for a few years and still have a life outside of it and not feel like you're missing out, and you'd end up with most of the stuff. Before skill points and bursts of speed for run around Duriel and open a TP for resurrecting Emilio. I'll be able to kill him with traps. Hey, Stamina Shrine. That one's actually semi-handy. Yeah, Duriel will be a little bit irritating, but he's not going to be the worst thing. If any character besides Druid uses a beast and becomes a werebear, or the FHR and FBR for the Amazon, or is it the Druid with the werebear breakpoints? If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I ran my bear source, it's based on the base character. So the Amazon's werebear form is different from the Druid's werebear. Usually you're going to only see barbarians and
Not enough mana.
not Amazons, barbarians and sorceresses take on the bear form, and ever since the nerf to it, it's not worth it. The nerf to the attack speed basically ruined the bear form for anybody other than the Druid, who can do maul and stuff. But needless to say, I have not been playing them since that change, because they're just not worth it. They're not fun. They used to be way fun because the bear had faster frames that you could get. You get up to 4-frame attacks with the bear. But I'm going to get the waypoint out here first. Hey, Hugin, how's it going? I'm streaming at a more reasonable time now.
I need mana.
As opposed to middle of the bloody night. But I just wanted to get back in the groove of streaming. My voice is not quite back up to it. I am very obviously out of practice. Got a badass PvP bears on. I mean, it makes you tanky. I will give it that. It's just, you don't have as much attack speed as you used to. You used to be able to get it up to some crazy speeds. Combine that with, say, some dreams on the sorceress, and you have something extremely deadly. Don't want to get hit by the poison clouds. Oh, these are fire ones. I keep forgetting. Poison is later. Yuck. Yeah, I'm just looking for the waypoint. You're late to the ladder, and I'm late to the stream. Yeah, you're not that late. Only about 15 minutes into the stream. How's it going, Belisarius? Hopefully well. And hopefully you're doing all right, Keith. I keep forgetting. I'm trying to mention people by name so it sticks in my brain a little better. But don't be offended if I forget your name. I will remember conversations. I will forget names. That is just a bad thing about my brain. My brain malfunctions. It's because I'm old, damn it. I'm trying to think if I'm not the oldest Diablo 2 streamer. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. But I think out of the people over 10,000 subscribers, I might be the oldest. Tree? Absolute garbage right now. 10 Fire Blast, 5 Wake of Fire, 1 in Claw Mastery, 1 in Burst of Speed. We are only level 16. Normal difficulty fire traps are amazing. Once you start getting into Mid-Nightmare, they start to become less so.
I need mana.
But we are going to be able to nuke pretty much anything we want in normal. I'm not going to go full
Not enough
fire,
mana.
by the way. Mainly because that kind of going down into Wake of Inferno is not worthwhile. It's good for certain use cases, for like stationary enemies, enemies over rivers like River of Flame, enemies over voids, things like that. It's good, but I'd rather just lure them back over the normal spot. Let's go ahead and burst the speed up. No problem. I do not mind showing my gear or my skill tree and stuff like that. Not going to be super impressive this early, but fine. And I am keeping these on this channel unlisted. I will be rendering them up for the Let's Play Everything channel, so you don't have like the stream stuttery and artifacting. I do record it separate, so it will be more polished looking over there. It won't have any kind of audio correction, but it'll be the sultry kind of unfiltered voice you hear here, which
I need mana.
is a thing, I guess. No, I wouldn't really call my voice sultry. I was being sarcastic, but still. You die over there. Thank you. I need to pick up every single mana potion I find, because unfortunately, I think we have 81 divided by 13. 13 per cast. By the way, how's it going, Ivan? Oh, let's just keep on chilling. And yes, I have it on subscribers only, simply because I got tired of having to deal with those damn spam bots. I apologize if that's inconvenient for anybody. Subscriptions will not mess up your recommended feed. It'll make my videos re-recommended for like maybe a week, and then afterwards it'll just be back to your normal
Not
recommendations.
enough mana.
It does not impact anything beyond that
Not enough mana.
because of how the YouTube systems work. They don't care about subscriptions, but it is an okay way of filtering out those bots.
I need mana.
And if you want to, you can unsub after the stream. Does not hurt my feels. Let's see. And yes, I have it set where it doesn't matter how long you've been subbed, you'll be able to, like if you just sub right now, you'll be able to chat. That's one nice thing about, I mean, Twitch has a similar thing now, but it is one nice thing about YouTube streaming, is that I don't have to have a time limit on that. Because last time I checked, it's been almost a year since I streamed on Twitch. But last time I checked, Twitch did require a time limit on it. Like, you had to be a follower for like 5 minutes or something like that, which is frustrating. Let's see. Let's go down there. In 1 second, I'm going to look at this. That button. Oh. That's like, they added a new button to my dashboard. I'm like,
Not enough mana.
what is this bloody button? I now know what it is. It's a button I'm not going to press. It's play a mid-roll. Only time I'll ever run a mid-roll on here. If you see a mid-roll and I am not on a break, yell at me so I can actually fix something. But I don't like playing mid-rolls during streams. I don't do it on Twitch. I don't ever plan on doing it on Twitch, and I'm not going to do it here. Because I find it irritating whenever I'm the one watching streams. I can only imagine what it's like for people who don't regularly stream, how it feels. Because it's like, yikes. I do put mid-rolls on videos, yes. That's why I promote using ad block or getting YouTube Premium. Those are
Not enough mana.
on Twitch till remove entry ads. I actually don't. I would rather get an ad going into a stream than have an ad mid-stream. But that's just my personal preference. That's why I do keep pre-roll ads on, because that's required for affiliates over there. But I have it set where it won't play any mid-rolls unless I press a button. Only time I'll do mid-rolls on anything that I'm live streaming on is if I'm taking a break. By the way, how's it going, Howie? Come on. Why am I hearing things being revived? This is a dead end. But hey, it's free experience. Wake of fire. More vitality. You quit streams the second you jump in and get an ad. You see a thumbnail and it looks good. And then you're stuck in an ad. Just Alt F4. Ah. See, I'm the exact opposite. I don't mind ads at the beginning because that's kind of like, okay, I'm loading it up. I can go grab a snack while that's playing. That's how I treat ads. I'm very ad insensitive whenever it comes to that, but whenever it's in the middle of like the stream, it almost always, I guarantee it, anytime someone has automated ads on, it is right in the middle of them sharing a thought. I don't know why, but that is how it always comes up. And it's like, well, I can't be part of the conversation for the next 30 minutes because automated ads. And I know perfectly well not everyone can afford a subscription to a channel. Then, if you are subscribed to a channel on Twitch, like you have one of the like premium subscriptions to them, you're paying $3 or $5 or whatever dollars a month, and you're still seeing ads on their channel, run away. Because that is a setting that the creator on Twitch has 100% control over. They can set it to make it so that people who are subscribed still see ads. But it is a setting they can also turn off. It means they are milking you. While I appreciate support, I don't like forcing it. Lacerator, Wing Axe, Bladesin, Hybrid, Flea, Amp Damage. It sucks. I hate Lacerator. I have like a deep-seated... I hate it almost as much as I hate Gloams. Is how much I hate Lacerator. I will use almost anything instead of that. But I see why people like it. It's got good stats. It does amp damage. And against act bosses, it's great. Against everything else, it's piss off. The large ads with the small content preview is just toxic. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Where you can sort of see what's going on. I know what you're talking about. And it just pops it up into the top right. Yeah. You don't get that on mobile. You only get that on desktop. Still. I know what you're talking about. I'm not even actually sure how YouTube handles its ads as far as the, like, if I were to click that button, I have a feeling it would just be whatever settings are on there. And I have a feeling, and 100% endorse ad block, but I have a feeling that people are getting pre-roll ads on this one because my channel's monetized. So, but it shouldn't be anything more than a pre-roll and then go. Hey, Ashtos, how's it going? Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. I'll grab that. I prefer the look of it over the skullcap.
I'll put that to good use.
Let's see, what level are we? 17. That means we actually can. Yeah, I will swap him for the studded leather. I prefer the look of it. We're playing aesthetically here. Al and Ed. Now we're doing a lot better. You pay for premium? Ah. Well, that's one thing I wish YouTube actually allowed us to do. If you didn't know, I have channel memberships active. I know the behind the scenes, how it works and stuff like that. One thing they will not let us do is set it so that channel members don't see ads. I would love that. I am 100% a believer that if somebody's paying for something, they shouldn't be getting ads on it. And there's been issues where the premium members are actually, like, premium folks are actually getting ads on YouTube as well. Hopefully you're not getting those issues. Hope not. But it's a very common thing to come up on, like, the YouTube Reddits and stuff like that I regular. I don't go to the actual R YouTube. I hate that place. I have had a long-standing beef with Light Code Gaming. So, just a thing. And he's the only regularly active admin over. It is what it is because that's what it is. Is that a boss pack of those? Yeah, I think it was. Oh no, it was one of these. Oh, did you like this content? I don't know what all of them look like. The one that I usually get is the little blue box that says, "Did you watch this video? What are your thoughts on it?" Filling out that little blue box will heavily impact your recommendations. Just as a heads up. So if you want to see more of something, give it positive, like give it 5 stars, say you liked it on that little thing. It will heavily impact your recommendations and the recommendations of anyone who watches things like you. So
I need
that
mana.
one, that's they put it really heavily in the algorithm. But as far as mercenary, what are you? No, my ping's fine. He was running off in a weird direction. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was drunk. Go home, mercenary. Drunk. Trying to think what the... Oh yeah, the next thing we're making is 2 levels away. But yeah, all the kind of different things it throws in your face can get very irritating. Now, if there's like a post-video one of those, you just got into Hell Classic mode, yay!
I need mana.
I mean, you never have to go through Act 5. I should play through on Classic once. On here.
Not enough.
Because I haven't done a full Classic playthrough on Resurrected. Maybe there's some like weird bugs I don't know. But actually really suck. And this place is so good for experience, by the way. These lightning beetles are exceptionally good XP. So don't ever pass them up. You find it harder? Well, you have access to less items as well. Like, there is way less difficulty smoothing with Classic. Yeah, potions. I forget, did they actually do the thing where they let mana potions be in Classic for sale? I always forget that. Where's my hole in the ground? I found my ass. I can't find the other part of that saying. It's probably just right here. Oh, it's not. Yes. But yeah, we're gonna keep gaining levels at a decent clip. Yeah. Because if you want to go like real old school, don't buy mana potions. Because I still remember the original days whenever you couldn't. Because for the longest time, that was one of the big balancing factors for the sorceress and stuff, is you couldn't buy mana potions. You had to find that crap. Playing Classic also, cool. If I could do Assassin in Classic, I totally would be up for restarting in that, but you can't. And I want to have a Trapsin just on this season, in case they don't end up bringing the hotfixes over to single player, because for some reason, I have a weird gut feeling they're not going to. Warmth Firewall, yeah, that was a fun combo. I remember the days whenever Orb didn't have a cooldown. That was overpowered as well. You'd have to choose between Frostburn and Mage Fist as your endgame gloves. Oh wait, you still have to. Except it's Mage Fist and Trangs now. Barbarian was way better back in the very beginning as well. Where you could have the spear barbs spinning to winning. Those were always fun. One downside of low-level burst of speed, I always forget to recast it. I'll leave that there for friends. Oh, you got Holy Fire. Sweet. Give me extra XP. Thank you. I love watching the XP bar move. So much more satisfying than later on whenever it's just like, nah, you get to see it move
I need mana.
1 pixel every 5 games. Although with Terror Zones, it has gotten easier to. I'm not going all the way to 9. That is not at all fun. Some people it is. For me, it's not. Not so much a challenge in skill, it's a challenge in patience. You want to know something I don't have much of? Patience. Really don't. One reason why it's good for me to stay away from competitive stuff. Because I can be toxic with that. Okay, we're going to stick with grenades. Down here, most likely. Well, we know where the exit is. It's like a level 1 skill patience. Yep. If we're gonna go like a D&D route, I'm actually a -2 to patience. Please roll me a patience save. Fuck that.
I need mana.
I use the mana potion just as I get a level up. I do like that this is constantly getting more damage as I level this up. It's going to be nice once we get to Hell as our second element. Natural 1! Ouch. But no, the more I stay away from like competitive stuff, the less aggro I feel. That said, I still do sometimes get competitive in other ways. But I'm feeling a bit better. Right turn from you. Maybe all over the place. This is a bad layout. There we go. Maggot layer 3. We're going to get through this act relatively quick. So, and then we're going into my least favorite of the acts. I don't hate Act 3, I just don't like it. You're trying to do a hammered in, FOH'd in on Classic, despite it being OP, mana drives you insane. Yeah, the mana cost on hammered in is gross. That's one reason why I always tell people you should not do it in normal, do it in nightmare. I clicked the wrong one. Use for them being like that. Mythology class win force price $1,000 US. Wow. I remember when Wind Force was actually relatively rare. I remember when Azurath was a normal sword. Completely different stats. That's why people can have ethereal ones on Classic, like LOD. There's not many of them left, it's likely. You like Act 3 way more than in D2R than LOD. It's one of the best looking It does look pretty. All the even Maggot Lair here, which is a royal cluster, is way better looking. Let's see. Did they change Wind Force stats at one point, or were they always that? I think they changed it. I think there is a 1.09 version. Because there was... I get poisoned. Oh, we got poisoned by the guy shooting me in the face. Wait a minute. But no, I think there was a 1.08 version and 1.9 version. For a lot of uniques that happened. Viscera Tuwant was the biggest one that had changes like that. Level are we? 18. One level away from Leaf. Leave me alone. And I think... I'll just wait on this one.
Greetings.
I should get the extra strength for it, which I only need one more. I actually invested up to 40. But I sadly don't remember most of the 1.08 stats. Otherwise, I would be like, yeah, let's totally make a mod for that. Revert everything to old stats. What's up there? Because I think it'd be really cool to have a sort of retrograding mod of Resurrected. Take it back to 1.0 and then start building on the features of each of the following versions. But that would be way too much work for what it would be worth. Especially since you would be changing functionality of some things. Because there's always the nerfs, there's various other changes that happen mechanically. There was lightning hose rogues for a while, which were awesome. I loved lightning hose rogues. That gave like a reason to use the rogue. Which basically turned into baby Diablo. Yeah, I'm gonna just run around the outside and drop traps. Won't happen in D2R patches 1.0 through 1.06 would require a lot of code editing, which isn't legal in D2R. True. Honestly, even the changes between 1.07, which was like the disc release of LOD, 1.08 was a day one patch. But even the changes from 1.07 on would probably still require a decent amount of code changes. Because there have been mechanical changes. Did we really just find it right? Yeah, it was right on the same wall. Goodness. Just good gravy Marie. Okay.
Dark magic in a darker tune.
Thankfully, there's nothing too scary in here. The only thing that's going to possibly slow us down of getting through Act 2 is maybe if we get a 4-path on Arcane Sanctuary. Which is entirely possible. My luck with Arcane Sanctuary is notoriously bad. Stop interrupting my cast. There you go. I always keep forgetting that I don't have access to like all my gear on here, so I do need to actually be picking stuff up. I know that's a weird thing to have, but like, oh, I'll just equip that whenever I get to Nightmare. It's fine. Something I keep telling myself in my head, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have gear as a backup. Hey, we need that for a Alice if we end up making one for him. Probably won't end up making it, but it'll be nice if we end up doing a Barbarian after this or something. And yes, at the end of the season, I'll be giving everything away to randos. Unless we really need a giveaway for the channel for it, which I'm not going to have like amazing gear. I need season 0 before we actually had seasons. I had a Fortitude, some other stuff like that I gave away. As far as like restricting what can be sold and stuff like that, though, you could make a fair proximity of the versions through table edits, but I'm trying to think which mechanics would need to change. Like, Blessed Hammer is a good example of something that would need to change. And sadly, Project Diablo 2 would have a hard time coming over to this because those changes are needed. Now for something that a lot of people dread, and I do too, but should be fine. People expect so much change in D2, yet they still can't remove the bots from the lobby. I highly doubt we'll ever see the bots removed from the lobby. That's kind of one of those... trying to think of how to explain it. But they get themselves banned, they buy more copies kind of thing is one of the aspects of it. But there's also the whole thing of escalation.
Serpents. I expected worse.
So you'll have one-upmanship. Basically, the defense eventually reaches a point where it beats the initial weapons, but then the weapons have to be made before you can build a defense against them. So you constantly have that cycle going on with people breaking the protections against bots. That's why you'll never get rid of cheats in any online game completely. They'll always be making new ones, because the dicks. The dicks. Okay. Sell the L. Don't need Tal for anything. If we get an ith, we can make one. You can ban scripted words. Yeah, you could ban their website names. What's bad is I still get emails from them. Like, I think the last message I got on Discord was actually... No, I did get a message from someone I know on Discord. But some of the latest messages I've gotten on Discord were from them as well. It's like, what the crap? I'm ghosting you guys for a reason. I don't want to sell shady aftermarket nonsense. Not aftermarket, pay to win kind of nonsense. See anything good in there? Nope. Mercenary, you're still too low level? Yep. Slowly building up gold in our shared stash. Okay. Now we get to do the fun part, which is go down to Arcane Sanctuary and deal with the nonsense. I'm not looking forward to it. Because I guarantee you I'm going to get like a 4-path.
Good. I have.
And we go to the harem. And I will go the right way this time. My muscle memory for this place always sends me down to the bottom left. Why? I don't know. I think that's just because that's what I always used to do back in the day. But this is the faster way most of the time. And I love the assassin because I can drop those, go get the waypoint while they're killing everything off, come back through, get my spoils.
I need mana.
And this trap just does enough damage to not even care
I
about
need
it.
mana.
The only change you want at the moment is make Duriel viable for farming. Guy literally drops so much, but he just drops town portal scrolls. All the town portal scrolls. For days. But yeah, I do wish he was actually a viable farming target. Maybe have the symbols revealed whenever you load a game in. You don't have to go through Arcane Sanctuary every time. And make him actually drop more worthwhile things. Because technically, if I remember correctly, he's good for rainbow facets. Could be misremembering. Oh no, you guys are lightning? Whatever will I do? Besides murderize them. Do you sing a song if you find the exit on first try? Usually not, because I'm not sure most people want to hear me sing. I am not a musician. He's good for facets, but only when you go through the 8,000 town portals. I still have that short floating around of him with like 1,000,000 town portals
The
around him.
sanctuary. Horizon's obsession.
A record's like 5 or 6 in one go. It's kind of pathetic. Okay. Maybe I should do a poll as to which direction we should go. But, ow, the actual poll for whether I should respec and Nightmare is getting close. It's currently at yes now with 58%. Kane never says it. I think I might actually go north, like you said. Although, watch it be the portal one. It doesn't matter. I like how you say north. There's northeast, northwest. I'll go northeast. Since I don't want to do north by northwest right now. This area is a nightmare for the Trapper, though. Because unfortunately, there's not a lot of large spaces for them to get hit by the traps on. Because this trap will do the thing where it does like a single stream every now and then if you place it just right, which is kind of nice, but until then you get like these little just division things. That's gonna be money probably. Because unfortunately, synergies don't work if they're plus skills. But yeah, this is how you go through if you're just wanting to go through and actually enjoy it. Which is how I write most of my guides, where I'm not really always going for, let's make sure you get through normal difficulty in an hour. Which sort of is possible. I wouldn't say on your first playthrough, though. Wow, we're getting all the Talruns. Maybe we need a Taliban. Sorry. Reference to a horrible, horrible joke on South Park. For those guys who are wondering what that's about. If you've ever heard of Towley, he's the stoner Towel from South Park. That gets mad whenever they kick him out and says, yes, it's a Towel. Love how useless mercenaries are on Classic. They aren't even worth... Yeah. Can't equip them. 11 life. We'll actually keep that one. That's better than any charm we've found so far, sadly. Oh, dead end. We'll go ahead and pop the chest. Really, mercenaries are just generally useless until Nightmare anyway. You can get some stuff from them, but I generally don't worry about them until Nightmare. Watch, we have not gotten the waypoint. That would track. That would track on my Derpimus Prime. Okay, we'll go northwest this time. You? I know there's... Oh, they're further up. Okay. I mean, like, I can hear them. I hear you. But not too bad. I should actually start doing polls as to whether you guys want me to stream non-Diablo stuff on here as well. And if I do stream Zomboid, everyone's going to hate how I play it. I'm a farmer there.
Not enough mana.
I have literally built a farm at the edge of our base. But people love controversy. People love watching controversy. Being at the center of controversy is a nightmare. I love how this doesn't actually ever do any damage unless there's ground underneath. That's going to get sold. I'm going to put to sell stuff in there. Over. Don't let people underestimate you. Hopefully everything is going well. Ghoul lords. They're not too scary. Although, now that I think about it, Act 3 has two of the worst enemies in the game. It is when you start seeing gloams, and it is also when you get undead fetishes. Nobody wants strange people in their fetishes. Nobody wants strange fetishes in their games either. Kind of want a 3-socket kite shield. So I can just make whenever we get to Act 5, because you get the Ralort Tal. Oh, hey, North was right. Congratulations, Howie. Your prediction was correct. We murder everything along the way.
Your decoy is dead.
And it is... No, it's not circle smile. It's not down or spiral. Triangle, square. We've got... crescent. It's just crescent. Still getting disconnected every 20 seconds. Tried for 3 days now. What system is it on? Are you on... I think if I remember correctly, you're on PlayStation.
Secret.
Or are you an Xboxer? I'm a neither. Last systems I got were PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So... And those were quite a long time ago. So Crescent, I think, is top. Because that sounds, if it's super regular, that sounds more like an issue with hardware. You just dusted off your old Xbox. Hey, we got eyes and hearts. God dang it. Never have I been so happy to see eyes and hearts. If we got the full set again, that... Da 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 da. It goes on the mercenary. PS4 got a short clip. PS4 100 megabits per second. US actual 1.5.73094. That's the patch version, probably. It could. There's a lot of things that could be causing that. I would need to go see if it's happening to other PS4 players. SD2 works fine. Oh, then yeah, it might very well be with the game. They're not really super responsive whenever it comes to console stuff, sadly.
Not enough money.
Sadly, there's not much that I can do about that. Don't pay attention to me. It's probably because I trash talk Blizzard. I had to guess. That, and I'm not a Twitch streamer, so... It doesn't actually surprise me that they don't talk to me. I may poke fun at it every now and then, but I wholeheartedly understand that I am not on the inside of Blizzard's favorite people list.
Not enough money.
A god style of teleport, poke spear into the sky and fly around. Actually, I really do wish there was like a fly skill instead of a just teleport. I would totally take that over teleport anytime. Just fly over everything.
I need mana.
Trying to think what else you could try. Shocker that they don't pay attention to some small 15K sub channel on YouTube. They pretty much have a history of not paying attention to YouTube, period. It's kind of a standard thing. Activision's kind of the same way. Japanese companies, oddly enough, are coming around to paying more attention to YouTube, which is really strange to me. They've been getting a lot more into sending out press keys. Still super restrictive on what you can do with them, but better. Yeah, I would love being able to fly in this. Question is, what class would actually fly? Necromancer with just bone wings coming out of his spine. Thanks to Nintendo for being vigilant.
I need mine.
Well, by Japanese companies, I'm going more like RPGs and stuff like that, because that's the main thing I watch from Japan, unfortunately. I know, stereotype. But if you guys saw my game collection, you'd realize I have a soft spot for JRPGs. One reason why I even decided to cover Chained Echoes, because everyone was like, it's like this generation's Chrono Trigger. It's not as good as Chrono Trigger. It's a good game. I enjoyed it. It's not Chrono Trigger. I am out of mana potions. Sucks. Means we have to hang around this well for a little bit and get some kills. Oh, we're level 19. We could go get our leaf staff. Now, worth noting, the leaf staff is not as helpful for this build as it is for Sorceress, because we don't get mana per kill because we're using traps. They're summons. Well, technically they are
Blessings to you. Faith, I feel no pity.
They are constructs, sorry. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know why it just wasn't coming to my brain. Probably because your brain is weird, Alzarath. Your brain is broke.
Hello.
Okay. So, that can go away. This will keep. This out of the way, and... I'll just do right click. It's better than ruining my left click, pressing it a million times. Okay. Oh, Nintendo having hardware problems is nothing new. They generally in the past they were really good at... That's not what I wanted to do. In the past, they were generally pretty good about not having hardware issues, but they've gotten kind of lax with the Switch. Let's see. We did not get anything other than the 1-tier rune. Sucks. Now I'm gonna go do my potions. It's gonna take half a second. Trade. Falling potion. Belt. Falling potion. Belt. This is how we get immortality against Duriel. Not quite immortality, but you get the idea. I knew we didn't drink them all.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
I'm even doing it for the mercenary.
Thanks. Thanks.
Because it stacks up the time.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
How long you actually put it on there. Dex does not increase block rate in Classic, correct. It's annoying. It's very annoying, but it's correct. And now we have plus fire skills, so yay. Wrong staff, but still. We have plus fire skills. We're really doing actually decent damage. Almost 100 damage on our grenades, which is really nice. And if we use grenades to kill things, we actually get the mana back. See? Whereas if we use the traps, not so much. Yeah, Classic it's a whole different beast to play through on. And I recommend people trying it. It really is. It's not an entirely different game, but it's different enough that it can bring some life back to the game if you're really bored with it or you're wanting to try something different. And I hate the noise these make in this. Reminds me of like an insect. And it bugs me. Aha. Someone's gonna dignify my puns with a response one of these. And then I will be the one having the last groan. Not even dignifying that with selling it. Oh, there's an antidote potion. I was gonna walk all the way back to the well. Come on, back up, mercenary. Not the fight you were looking for. And we got our first crafting jewel, because chances of that being something good is pretty damn slim. And I will grab that while we're on.
I need mana.
Question is, where is our way down? It was Crescent. Yeah, it's Crescent. We're in the right one. I'm not going crazy.
Not enough mana.
E2R is meant to be honest. Classic was more balanced pre-expansion and still some dev love in 1.07 to 1.0. My favorite was 1.08. 1.09 was good. 1.1 kind of started screwing things up. What's the best jewel I found so far in... That's kind of a mixed bag. There's actually two answers. If there wasn't a bug in the game, a rare jewel would have been the best one I found because it had max damage and 30% ED. But because of the bug, it's not that one. I have found a 3815 before. I found a 15/15 before. But for the most part, they garbage. Just straight up, they're garbage. It's a Fire in your normal XP farming games, and it felt like she was dominating. Fist of Fire is fun. If you had dual mosaics, it's a lot of fun. But generally speaking, they do a little bit of struggle whenever it comes to tanking. Has combat shrines always increase damage, or are you just seeing this for the first time in Classic? Combat shrines shouldn't boost damage at all. Unless they changed them. Supposed to be attack rating and defense if I remember correctly. We're gonna run out of cold resist if I don't hurry my ass up. I think we just found it though.
need mana.
Yeah, we just found it. Here's some death for you guys. Oh, I have it on my weapon swap. You.
Impossible.
There we go. Favorite version was 1.05b. You shouldn't play 1.0 to be honest. 1.0 was patched to 1.1 on day 1. With quick succession up to 1.03. Original CDs were distributed with 1.0 to 1.01. I mean 1.04. I have the original collector's edition CDs, so 1.0! Yay!
Thanks.
Oh, he died. Time for the slow way. Ouch. Might actually... Nope, we won't need to. I was gonna say, we might actually need to head to town and get potions. I think we'll be fine. Got him. Oh, we actually got... Okay, drops too. Hey, Civis, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. My honey toes. I don't think I've ever heard anyone call them that. I am flattered.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. I didn't get my, well, I got one town portal scroll. I got the important drop. Oh, 7. But we already have a 7. You love 2.5 with the shockwave. I can understand that. I do. Hopefully they'll bump shockwave back up again.
To the ends of the world.
This is
Okay, Kane, identify my garbage. Because it probably is garbage. See, Durga. Durga, what you gonna do? Durga does what Durga do. Okay, we've got armor. Ooh, 2 sockets. Cold resist. That's actually slightly tempting to use ourselves, but I think I'll probably use that on the mercenary. Replenish life is nice. Lightning and fire resist. Yeah, we'll go with that over the bit of mana. Heavy belt, not that great. We'll use that on mercenary.
I'll put that to good use.
Give him some resist, make him happy. This, not really that great for us. But now we actually have gold to mess around with. Yippee-ki-yoozle.
I'm sorry.
But hopefully everyone's doing fine. You burnt yourself out on the game, so taking a break when the ladder reset happened. Killed Andy on your new source and was like, I don't want to do this. I understand that feeling. I 100% understand Diablo burnout. Believe it or not, having played how many hours of this? I swear to God, I don't even know how many hours. Multi-shot birds? I don't know what that would spawn with. Trying to think if I've ever seen that. I think that might be a bug. You have done well, hero. And I just realized we did all that without our staff equipped. I'm just that good. I did think about making like little things where you could like pay $1 to make me drop my gear.
Good day.
An Iceman.
Well,
Can't say I've watched an Iceman stream. I've watched a Ginger game stream. I've watched the Brunsky stream. I've watched Boa stream. Have not watched Cooley's stream. I mean, I know who they are. Just I haven't actually watched them stream. Actually, let's see. Two socket? Nope. This is the best helmet. Yeah, a lot of people have varying tastes whenever it comes to
Zero.
different streamers. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk to Rotley. It's fine. We don't need him. We just get to go through the thing that is the most annoying thing for the assassin. All of these areas, they're a problem because our fire traps cannot go over the water. So it gets frustrating. Just a little bit. Well, are you gonna do your thing, Wanderer? You just walked out there and was staring at the water. You stare at the water.
I need mana.
There's another jewel. We'll identify it in a bit. It's most likely garbage jewel. Water is peaceful. Why are there giant worms trying to eat me in it? And there's our jade figurine. We got a flawed topaz we
Jade
don't need.
statue. What should I do with it?
Because I'm a meanie. I am a meanie. I'm an asshole and I'm okay. I kill all night and I kill all day.
Not enough mana.
On weekends, I go fishing. No, we're not going to go down the Lumberjack song route. Oh, lordy. I don't even remember the entire Lumberjack song.
Not enough mana.
I loved it, and I had it on, like, an old computer, in fact. Ethereal, and we're not even using our staff again. I keep pressing W on accident. Now, one nice thing about the Spider Forest and the Flare Jungle is our traps basically nuke everything. Now, you want some Lumberjack pancakes? Pancakes. Oh, that's a question. Pancakes or waffles, folks? Who wins? You decide. Oh, lordy. What is that who wins you decide from? That is from something. And I want to say it was something on YouTube. Oh yeah, it's Epic Rap Battles. Derp. Are you old enough to know what the clock is still blinking? I'm old enough to know. You have Prince Albert in a can? Swedish pancakes. Weirdly enough, my favorite pancake, I don't know what it's called elsewhere, but what it's called here in the States is called a Dutch baby. And it's basically like a bowl-shaped pancake with kind of like a lemon flavoring to it. Waffles I can have in any form. But I do have a soft spot for them. That's going to go in there. We're going to identify this one here. Maximum damage. Not with percent enhanced damage, so it's fine. I keep forgetting we actually have the mana shrine on us. So I probably shouldn't be wasting it. What I'm looking for is the first indicator as to which side our side alleys are on, and it's not showing it to me. I keep forgetting what the signal on the rivers is for it. Because there's a pattern to how the rivers and stuff spawn. They'll always go through the middle. I know that this can be a 2 by some odd area. zone, and that you'll always have the exit to the next one on it. Looks like, yeah, they're the right side ones. Sweet.
Not enough mana.
And then there's the whole argument of eggs. Scrambled, sunny side up. I prefer mine kind of crepey. Crepes are just amazing, by the way. For anyone who's never had one. Well, there's our waypoint. Not what I was hoping for. That means this one's going to bend up and be more of this, which is... We'll just keep going down this way. Hopefully we get a skip in this, but I doubt we will.
I need mana.
I do spicy cubed hash browns, not shredded hash browns, with scrambled eggs. That's a good combo. Sorry. Need a drink. So what you're saying is you look on the sunny side of your huevos, right? Potato O'Brien's usually come with peppers in them. I don't do peppers on mine. I mean, I do peppers personally, but, like, I will eat peppers.
I need mana.
But I don't do them with potatoes. I'll do them with beef, oddly enough. My favorite kind of pepper is... Oh, nope, 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 nope. We'll go that route if we have to, but I don't want to go there if I don't. Because glomes are bitches. Pardon my French. Oh. The thing I've been on a real kick about lately is non-bread, oddly enough. Been having, like, non-pizzas, non-sandwiches... Non-bread is amazing. You can make it into anything. Non-tacos are good, too. How did we... This is where I want to be going, so we got a good map for it. Maybe I should do a cooking show. What's hilarious is every time I do a poll about, like, what other channels you guys watch, food stuff is on the top. As far as things that are not gaming, it's great, and I wholeheartedly endorse it. I love it, I appreciate it, and it is always a good thing. Oh, we actually ran out of stamina for once. Damn. Damn, son. So that means our eyeball is probably in this gap right here. Food is important. Food is great. But the most popular food channel for people who watch my channel is Binging with Babish, which I have only watched a little bit of. You always get a bad Act 3 every single time. Marsh will be on one side and Flayed Jungle will be on the opposite side of the map. Actually, that's a good map. Anytime you have to go through Black Marsh is bad. Like, this is a good map. It's got the skip. I don't have to worry about it. Hi, guys. Can you not be dicks? Thank you.
I need mana.
So, yeah, it's going to be down here somewhere. We're going to be walking. We're almost to Black Marsh, though. Crap. I have a feeling this is going to be Black Marsh. Hey, we got a Rawl rune. We already had one of those because we have our staff. Ooh, plus 29 mana. I will take it. Please, give me spiders or give me death. What helps you get through Act 3 is that you get 2 more skills in Act 4. Yes, there's a few things in Act 3 that I do like getting. I like getting the stat points, too. Okay. In here we go. What layout we have. Hi, spiders. You're poisonous. That's fine. It is. And we just murder them without even seeing them, because we are just that cruel. Okay. I think it's going to be quicker to go like this. You always go back to Grim Dawn every now and then. I like Grim Dawn. I have a hard time playing through the entire campaign because it's so damn long if you have all the expansions. One of those that I have to kind of like break into 2 pieces. Like ordering a large pizza. Gonna eat a good chunk of it, but you're gonna have some left over for tomorrow. Okay, Heratli, I need you to bend to me.
As I told.
Bonk. Go repair everything. Do I swap out my mercenary? You know what? I think I will. Let's play around with the Act 3 mercenary while it doesn't really matter. Question is, what element do I want? Probably ice.
Hello there.
Lightning being my second pick, because we're not doing melee. So fire is absolutely
What do you
worthless. Keep going to trade instead of higher. There we go. We've got ice, we've got fire, we've got lightning. I will go with Ice Boy. Jabroni here is going to be our pick. Hi, Jabroni. Welcome. You're going with Hydra Frost Nova build once you get back to playing it. Ah.
I'll put that to good use.
I mean, I haven't run the 2 together, but that doesn't sound like it's terrible. Hydra's going to be your main kind of carry-all.
I'll put that to good use.
He'll put that to good use, because you do.
Well, praise.
Oh, yeah. Showing me Act 1 stuff still. Static field. Yeah, everyone picks up the 1-point wonder of Doom. It's almost necessary for normal difficulty bosses whenever you are going through Untwinked. Give me my potion, old man. From the ashes of Quile. I'm sad that his ash hole quote is not in here.
Good to see you.
He actually, I do have it as a short, his old ash hole thing. Tell one ash hole from another. It's a short on the channel. It's one of the older ones, though. So you have to dig through all the old monster ones. Okay. He's fine. And we're going to have to run this way. Oh, goodness gracious. I wish I had, like, the streaming fortitude to do these, like, 16, 24-hour streams that people are doing. Sure, you can get my opinion on stuff. As long as it's not something too personal about me. I can only give so much advice or opinions. Yeah, we're just gonna run through this. What is the thing you require an opinion of? And are you looking for an opinion on how good it is, or an opinion as to whether you can beat the game with it? Because you can beat the game with Firebolt. You can beat the game with Teeth. I'm trying to think of a level 1 skill you cannot beat the game. You can beat it with Sacrifice. Charge Bolt, yeah, I've done it with that. Weapon Masteries, yeah, you use those for other builds. With With melee still suffering as far as every time you move you have 0 defense, why couldn't they do a penalty on your defense when people teleport, punish them as well? I mean, I'd rather just get rid of it on the melee characters because I don't see the point in it. But that's just... I think defense should be halved while moving, not completely zeroed out. Because it kind of removes some of the distinction of... Guys, just dial. Thank you. Remove some of the distinction of things like Berserk and stuff that actually do zero it out as well. I also am a fan of auto hit melee with chance to crit being attack rating better. But that's kind of a nod back to other video games that have come out since this. And I also feel on some level it does remove some of the things that makes Diablo 2 interesting. On the Paladin, little trick. Get charge. Get 1 point in charge. Put it on your left click. Because you don't lose your defense while you're charging around. It will help you out a great deal. It took 0 down from 10 swings. Oh, Zeal. Like 0 down. Not playing football. It's all right. When we took Zeal down from 10 swings to 5, they did that so you wouldn't get locked into a Zeal stance that long. But yeah. I don't mind them locking you into a Zeal animation. They lock you into kicks too. And unfortunately, kicks can get a lot longer. What's funny is with the change to the Assassin, it creates some weird interactions when you get your kick count on Dragon Talon high. It's how I was testing trying to crash the game. Unfortunately, it doesn't crash me to actually do that.
I need mana.
But a lot of people are having trouble with the meteor from Phoenix Strike. So do remain cautious with that. I'm probably going to note it on the video about them, but I kind of want the waypoint before I start doing all of this.
I need mana.
Just one? Seriously, one little dude. He's possessed with the desire to die.
What a delicious blade. I should consult Ormus.
Is it garbage? Yes. Would be good if you were going like starting out with a freezing arrow Amazon, but you usually don't start normal with that. You start doing that in night. Oh, how conversion needs a change. Conversion is one of those skills that could use a buff. I'm not entirely convinced it needs a complete, like, removal yet. I think it needs some kind of similarity to Mind Blast. Or make it ranged. That would actually be kind of an interesting take on it. But then you really do run into the issue of it overlapping with a Mind Blast. Ooh, XP Shrine. Terribly needed, but it's better than nothing. Make it a synergy with Zeal. When you Zeal, you have a small chance to convert. That would make me mad, actually. Unfortunately, that would actually drive me nuts. Because I don't like converting enemies. I see the use in it, and there are advantages to it, especially with the new martial arts assassin. Converting things in Chaos Sanctuary is a viable strategy for maintaining your charges. But go ahead and get that. Alright, rearranging my inventory. Can't be like these people with super chaotic inventories. It drives me bonkers. Another thing they could do, but this would be more a mod than actually the core game, so I can't endorse it for that, is they could actually split Vengeance into multiple skills and just have that replace it, and just have a separate skill for Zeal and one for converting. Trying to think of how I would split it up, but that would require sitting down and looking at it. But Vengeance is another one that needs work because of how it interacts with plus damage effects and all that kind of fun stuff. It works counterintuitively because it'll get like plus damage from, say, your boots. Like if you had War Travelers on, it'll get a boost to its base damage on those. That'll actually increase the elemental damage. But if you have, say, a Grief, it doesn't actually work with damage plus. Yep. That would be another interesting take on it. Basically, make it so that as you level the synergies for it, it adds different effects to the attack.
Not enough mana.
That way you actually have to invest in it to actually get the things. So you wouldn't just have super end lightning, super end all these other stuff. Yeah, it actually works with min-max damage. It just doesn't work with damage plus, which is annoying. And yes, I am looking for the waypoint before I go down there. Probably keep an eye on my life. Tell me if I'm gonna die.
Not enough mana.
Actually surprised I haven't gotten a direct message. This is around the time I start getting direct messages for a Zomboid. Not that way. The hell is my waypoint, man? Mans, show me my waypoint. Let's go for more vitality. God, we're gonna be at 100 vitality before we get to Nightmare. I am seriously slacking around. This is probably our lovely, lovely waypoint.
Not enough mana.
Not bad. Better than what we got. Slightly better lightning resist. Way better fire resist. It's going to be way better for Act 4. We're going to lose out a bit on cold resist, but frankly, most of the cold damage enemies don't do a lot of damage anyway, so we're fine. Chili dogs and crinkle cut fries sound good with like a milkshake. I could make some homemade fries. I do steak fries. Homemade, just chop up a big old honkin' potato. Let it soak in some water for about an hour or two. Throw it in the oven at 350 to 375 to cook the potato through. Then ramp up the heat and cook it on both sides so it becomes crispy. I usually do a spicy kind of chili powder seasoning on them. Kick it around for a bit. And then I do it with like burgers and stuff. Oigas! Yes. I need to actually, my streaming setup, I need to remember to change the icons on it. Currently, the you are streaming thing is the same color as you are not streaming. And for a quick glance, it had me worried for a second there that I wasn't recording as well. Now for the pain in the ass. This is when we start getting the fetishes. Yay, I'm so happy. Surprisingly, no enemies in that first room. But do all the milkshakes bring the zombies to the yard? They like, it's better than yours? I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Not enough mana.
I mean, free XP, I'll take it. I hear a skeleton somewhere. skeleton noise. The same noise the traps make.
Not enough mana.
Oh, and we got a blood rise. Ba-da-da-da. That's actually a really good starter weapon. Only one I like more is Rixit's Keen. Skeleton can't hear me. It doesn't have ears.
I can't.
Now, if the skeleton had ears, I could sort of see that. That's one thing that I find hilarious about all things. Hey, Mocha, how's it going? And yes, finally, I am back to being the online jerk. Kind of surprised Riss has not been streaming. He said he was going to try to get back into it, but
Not enough mana.
I has not seen him. He's been very focused on the emulation stuff. Which, there's got to be people doing the emulation stuff, because that helps out my other stuff. Because if there's not people making emulation stuff, I can't cover some of the games that I want to cover on the other channel. Maybe I should do a comparison of Chained Echoes to Chrono Trigger. I've played them both. Okay, which...
Not enough
I forget
mana.
the layout of this one. I want to say... There's only a fixed number of layouts for this, and I can never remember which one this one is. Paladin build for ladder start, Holy Bolt into Fist of the Heavens if I'm going solo. If I'm going with a team, probably Oridon. Some kind of melee tank. Fanaticism Zealot would be a good one. With a bit of Smite for helping with the bosses.
Not enough mana.
But yeah, solo, definitely Fist of the Heavens, Holy Bolt. Poor mercenary having his day over there ruined. Now for Necromancer, it's usually Bone, sometimes Summon. I just find Bone more engaging. Summon is definitely easier. No idea what's going on with them. Oh, both of you are missing, or you were... Oh, missed. I thought it said missing. I'm not missing! I'm here! Do you not hear me? No. I misread it. It's my fault. But yeah, I missed streaming. It's fun to stream. I am definitely out of practice with it. My voice is not used to carrying on for hours. I'm used to reading a 10-minute script for about 45 minutes. And the way I do my scripts is I will sort of like line them out there, outlines more than scripts. Then I'll do like 3 to 4 takes of each thing, each little segment, and then stitch them all together. Am I misread it? Not really. I don't even get on Reddit like once a day. I use Reddit, but get on there like rarely ever. Rem is waiting for me, Endurance of Hate. Is he really? Is he really waiting for me, or is he just being a jerk? And I can't kill this guy. He can. If he actually, you know, shoots at him. Hey, Witch Doctor. I saw the Witch Doctor, and he said... Honestly, everyone can do streaming. It's not something that's hard to do, and your voice will catch up. I don't know if you've actually seen my, like, first handful of videos. But If you want to hear an embarrassing voice, go watch those. My original Minecraft videos. Die, witch doctor. Jabari, go. It's Jabroni. Jabroni the magician taking it home. Getting hit by the bloody trap as well. He's just doing all the work for me. Well, we lost our mind. We found it again. We're good. You did streaming very briefly. Was fun, but too much going on. Had to stop. It can be overwhelming as well. Whenever Diablo 2 Resurrected first released, whenever we had like 100 and something people in here at once, and a lot of people were chatting, it's really hard to keep up with everything, and I felt bad missing people's messages. So, if we do start getting a lot of people in here, I may have to do slow mode, even though I don't like it. But right now, we've got a cozy amount. That is fine by me. Thing is, I will start including other games on this channel. I am not a one-trick pony. I'm a one-pony trick. Let's see. That's going to come in here with our ethereal blood fist that we found last time. Find one unique a stream. I think I'm fine with this. We'll put this over there in case we find an ith. We can make a malice. This magic ring does you no good. It probably doesn't do me any good either. Really doesn't. I would much rather have the mana and mana per kill. Let's see, we got those maxed out. I need more of these. I think the rest of the act is going to be relatively easy. But I am always a fan of tuning into other people's streams. And yes, I am intentionally keeping my stacks of gold split. Simply because it makes life about 1,000,000 times easier. If I die, I only lose a little bit, rather than all. So we are done with the frustrating part of this act. The sewers can be a little bit annoying, but nowhere near as bad as some of the other stuff we deal with. And no, I'm not taking that broadsword.
Not enough mana.
You don't stream, but lately you're on someone else's stream with video. Think that's enough? Yeah. I join in on other people's streams. I feel less pressure to perform on their streams, so I can have quiet moments. But whenever I'm on here, I feel like I must be talking. It's a bad habit because I know that that's not actually what you're supposed to do on streams. Because I'm used to being a shoutcaster, believe it or not. My brain is still shoutcasting mode. You streamed once just to try it out, DMC for SE. Oh, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. And after that, you were like, meh, I want to stream Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1 and 2. Simply can't find the time. Yeah. I was there whenever you were asking for advice. And I'm always open to giving advice. I do think that doing YouTube at least once in your life is something everyone should try, because it requires you to think about so many different things that people don't really usually realize. Because it's a multi-discipline thing. It's not just speaking in front of a crowd. It's a good way to practice your public speaking, though. That's for darn sure. Especially whenever you don't have a frog in your throat like I have right now. Ribbit. I'm sorry. I'm sure that's ribbiting. There we go. Much better. Not really. But it will be. Okay. I mean, we're probably not going to get any runes from this, but I will check it. It wouldn't be high runes in normal anyway. Ow. Don't even know what hit me there. Who the hell did I hit? Thing is, you forgot everything you should about software. I mean, if you're not using it regularly, then it's not going to stick in your brain. That's just sad reality. And let's get our mana potions. But yeah, just OBS is the bee's knees. I don't see anything beating it out in the near future. Dark Alliance? If I do Dark Alliance, it's going to be the console version. Oddly enough, I own them. I actually own physical copies of those. But yeah, I haven't played all the way through them. I played them enough to make sure they work, because they were on my wish list when I was younger.
Not enough mana.
That's sadly a number of the games that I have. I've got to do Diablo stuff before I can do that. Kind of like you gotta eat your vegetables. Diablo 2 has become my vegetables. And I like vegetables. Not the only thing you should be eating. Otherwise, unless you want your, like, pee to smell weird. PS2 and PC? Yeah, I heard the port to PC was a little rough at the start. I don't know if they ever fixed it. I need to back off from some enemies so I can actually read chat. Go away, Zakarumite. Play Warzone and Diablo 2. These two games are enough to grind at the moment. You used to play D&D, but your group... because of... oh, they gave up because winter. I should just do D&D campaigns. The thing is, it's hard to do whenever you have varying player bases. And I have never ran a West Marsh version before, so that would be a challenge. In fact, mostly what I ran was Vampire. So tired of Diablo 2 Resurrected, Blizzard needs something about how awful the endgame grind is. Literally beat the game multiple times for 20 years straight. I mean, I've beaten the game multiple times. My joy from games like this is trying new builds, though. If you're just trying to make the strongest character, then I can definitely understand the frustration. Oh, if I do a West March thing, I'll probably make it a kind of like publicly announced event. I know that someone I know wants to run some games. They don't want to run D&D, though. They want to run Vampire. Which I'm fine with. I have an older Vampire book that I can use to reference on that. But it's not as easy to do online because there's less free resources for it. Durga! Durga dead. We threw him in a ditch. Oh, let's... ooh, we finally passed Fire Blast on this. Sadly, Fire Blast still does more damage per hit, but this is AoE. Can't really expect much. Hear the wood creaking. Let's get rid of Mr. Happy there. I'm looking for the waypoint is what I'm looking for, if you're wondering why I'm running around like this. PC ports, it runs way too fast unless you go to NVIDIA control panel and force vertical sync. I don't even have a... well, I do have access to an NVIDIA card, but I don't have one anymore. Current setup.
I need mana.
It runs like that on modern to high-end PCs. Ah. Mine is modern. It has to stay modern, otherwise I don't get to cover games. But that's the one that we want to go into. I want the waypoint, though. Here, I will do this number. Come back here with the town portal. We'll just go get the Travancore waypoint. Because everything we need is right there by that. Although, our waypoint for here is probably just right here. Yeah, it's just right here. One that I heard was real disappointing was the reboot of, it was the other D&D one. There was a reboot of the franchise and it was just god-awful. That said, a lot of modern games are becoming god-awful for me. This is because they're all games as a disservice. I'm not a big believer in the current charging monthly for everything under the sun situation that we have going on in life.
I need mana.
Hey, Battle Maid. Yeah, here's it gets done dirty a lot. That said, I am about halfway done recording the month of D&D December. Yeah, the amount of things that have subscriptions is gross. It's not even just... Ugh. I'm not the online aspect of frickin' Diablo 4 is something I'm not looking forward to. I find forced online for something that could have very easily been single player to be asinine. He's a bonus character in them, yep. It just gets done dirty a lot. Even got...
Yes.
I think Baldur's Gate is the one that treated him the best out of all of them. Maybe Mesobanaren or whatever it's called, the old first-person one was slightly better for him, but yeah, he gets done dirty a lot. And we're not going to beat Act 3 by the end of 2 hours. No, but we're still going to go through with it. Honestly, if you take things and chill, the game becomes relatively easy. Like, we're level 22 in Act. No, I insult the game all the time. There's nothing wrong with insulting the game. The game does not have feelings. The game does not care. If people are identified or hurt by the fact that you don't like something about a game, tough shit on them. Just to be really frank, they didn't make the game. Even the people who made the game shit on the game. So, yeah. And but yeah, esoteric builds is one of the things that really keeps me interested in the game. And the fact that playing through is more like a puzzle. Like, I know that I will get everything I need to beat the game, regardless of if I get good drops or shit drops. But how I get there is where I get the joy from. Rotten Realms Demon Stone, I have it. Like, I haven't played all the way through it, but I have the game. I have it on PC too.
I need mana.
I have it on PlayStation 2 and... Come on, die, you guys. There you go. Trying to remember if... I can check real quick. I can Alt-Tab for just like half a second, right? You guys won't lynch me for it. Let's see, it would be that one. Yeah, it's one of them that I've already covered. I couldn't remember if I had done it for D&D December or not, but I was like, I'm pretty sure I have. It's coming up end of this year. So you won't see me playing it until December of this year, but yeah. I have not beaten it. I found the controls on PC to be frustrating. Drops the rope. I mean, people have gotten mad at me for less, so the amount of people that get mad over YouTube is great. Yeah, gamepad. It's just, it's been a long... I prefer, for older games, I prefer turn-based stuff. I know that's sad, but... Okay, Mercenary's probably, yep. Mercenary gonna die. Mainly because these guys are joiks. And Mercenary is not that good at not being nuked by joiks. Yes, I get it, you're fire enchanted. You're not fire immune.
The dark magic here is dispelled.
Another towel room. God damn it. Did I ever try Median XL? Yes. I'm not... It's good for what it is. You have to approach it as it being another game with the same graphics. For anyone that's curious. Okay, so all we have left is to go get the heart, and we'll be good. But yeah, it is very sad how people get mad at various things. The amount of people who are like, can you do a build without infinity, is mind-numbing. I explain how builds work in every single video before you get infinity. I show infinity on them because that is what the end game really calls for with it to be optimized. Because if I don't show it, people get mad that I didn't show infinity. Infinity's better. I know. Deal with it. Cope, I think is the phrase people use nowadays. Cope. What? Whatever. Deal with it. Okay. Let's go get ourselves that heart. This is... Sewers are probably next to... Well, if not one of the worst areas in the games. You guys gonna drop anything good for me? Not really. Okay. And no, I'm not really bothering too much with getting more mercenaries. Because walking all the way back up to Ashira is a pain in the ass. If you can't tell, we are slightly overpowered still, despite being not necessarily over-leveled. These guys are a pain in the butt, because you actually have to get it to land on the ground next to him to kill him. If you're wanting to kill him.
Not enough mana.
How is our... not too bad. I was wondering how bad our poison was. Because if we had like a super poison, it would suck the butts. Can't remember which YouTuber it was that covered patch changes, but they said the sewers has one of the best densities. Almost died from a doll just listening. Oh. I'm thankful that I don't think we got dolls on this one. But they can spawn down here. We got zombies, and we got horrors, but...
I need mana.
This is not either. Why can't you give me the good path, game? I mean, we got a golden chest up there. But yeah, sewers is relatively dense as far as just like raw number of monsters, but it's not really great whenever it comes to number of bosses, which is actually what you want if you're wanting like good uniques and stuff like that. If you're just looking for XP and runes, it's not that bad. I prefer Chaos simply because we have the ghosts. Well, finger mages, but still. The trash droppers, which have a higher rate of dropping their runes. I should do RuneScape.
Not enough money.
I didn't play that whenever it was, like, super popular. If you can't tell, I've never been a big MMO fan. Watch it be a middle spawn. That would serve me right. I don't mind it being removed from the Terror Zones. That said, I'm not super impressed by Terror Zones to begin with. When they said Terror Zones, I was like, oh, it's going to be some cool, new, interesting... No, it's just literally, we leveled up the area. Sweet. I still think Terror Zones should have something like portals in them or something to make it more interesting. Or spawners, where stuff would just keep spawning forever. And just overwhelm you if you didn't take care of it. But, no, it's just more basic stuff. I always forget the actual base Khalim's flail doesn't have,
Good day.
whatchamacallits. It has requirements. There we go. Do I bother keeping this? No. But Terror Zone needs a name to match Terror Zone. I do not feel terrified of a Terror Zone. Even if I'm under-leveled, I don't feel terrified by it. Oh, I need to talk to a shearer for that one? No, I'm not going to bother. And now it's time for us to smash a rock. Bonk. Bonk. Let me in! Insert meme of me at the gates. Rawr. This is one place where I'm probably not going to linger in one spot for too long. See, your favorite series was the set series. Always looked forward to those coming out. Thought about doing a unique item series. I actually already have the unique items covered. It's an older... I did it before the sets. The full-length unique item series was... like, the compilation, I want to say, was a bit over 3 hours? If I remember correctly. It was longer than the set series, that's for sure. Yeah, there is one. The Complete Guide to Uniques in Diablo 2. So, yippee-ki-yay. I think the average watch time on that video is like 30-something minutes, which astounds me. Did I really? Yeah, it's right there by the entrance. God dang it. Damn it, Nappa. Damn it, Nappa. Are you okay with you? Just an aneurysm from sheer stupidity. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. If they add new uniques, I might update it. I need to update the rune word ones. I'm thinking of recategorizing that one somehow. I'm not sure how to reorganize that one. Because the Rune Word series is done by, like, item class, and there's a lot of ones that are redundant. Like, you can have Fortitude in a weapon or armor. So it's in both. Well, that's a first. I didn't realize those could spawn down here. I mean, you get so few spawn points in here that... That was strange. I'm pretty sure those aren't supposed to be able to spawn on this floor. He's like, I'm gonna be your friend. Nope, you're not gonna be my friend. Go away. No hugs. Let's see, go there. Oh, he was up in the corner. Okay. But yeah, these are the only guys I remember seeing spawn here. Watch this be the one where we get the glass things in Act 4. Be wonderful.
Not enough mana.
Pain in the glass. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs in this season.
Not enough mana.
Where did he go? Why did you run up into the corner, dingus? Yeah, cold's not really that useful against me.
I need mana.
There we go. Hey, we got an Ort. Now all we need is a soul. Give me your soul.
Mephisto, you were no match for me.
Mephisto is never a match. Hey, there's our Ith. Can make a Malice now. Sweet. Now that we're not using a melee character as our mercenary. But that was good. Let's see. Bump that over there. Oh, you just got to Act 2? Yeah, Act 2 is... Honestly, Act 2 is not too bad for me as a paladin. Act 2 is a slog for me as a summoner, though. Watch the cinematic just for fun? Sure. We decided to spawn these on you, so here's a special cinematic just for you to die in. I don't have the volume up, though. Maggot layer makes you cry. Understandable.
I did as you told me, Tyrael. I found the temple of the Zakarum. In the deepest recesses of the temple, I found a dark gathering. My companion, the Wanderer, Talrasha, and a great evil who could only be the Lord of Hatred himself, Mephisto. I heard a voice that, like 1,000 needles in my heart.
My brothers, at long last we stand reunited. The infernal gate has been prepared, and the time of our final victory is at hand. Let the way to hell be opened. And the evil that was once vanquished shall rise anew. Wrapped in the guise of man, shall he walk amongst the innocent, and terror shall consume they that dwell upon the earth.
shall rain fire, and the seas will become as blood. The righteous shall fall before the wicked, and all creation shall tremble before the burning standards of hell.
What I saw then was not meant for mortal eyes.
The gate stands ready. Now, my young brother, the time has come to assume your true form. Arise, Diablo, Lord of Terror. You are the harbinger of our return, Diablo. Send forth your terror into hell.
Diablo doesn't even say anything. Not even dog can save you from me. Arf. But yeah, the voice acting is pretty good considering I think most of the voice acting in Diablo, I know Diablo 1 it was. In Diablo 2, I think most of it was still people just from Blizzard. Not like go out and hire super expensive voice actors. Yeah, it's garbage. Oh, that's actually a decent jewel, though. We might throw that into something. Let's resurrect Shingus. Jabroni, come back to me. He has open sockets. But we are at about our 2-hour line. We're actually about half an hour past. So I need to get up, do some stretching and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and call that a stream. And I will see you guys next time whenever we will be going through Act 4. Probably Act 5 as well, if I had to guess. And into Nightmare. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. It'll either be later tonight that I stream more or tomorrow. I might be streaming some other stuff like that. So see you guys next time.